Hello again, everybody. I'm Steve Travers, back again. This is part 2 of my video of me reading an excerpt from Corruption of Champions, the story of how hell was horribly gang raped by null boys. Now, I already showed this before, but my cameraman, Ronald Green, they're best known as JJ, he also drew a picture of Helia, or Hell. This is it. You can find him on Kuroda Kaito at DeviantArt. You can also follow me at Badash on DeviantArt or tons of other places. I mean, there's a lot. I have like 8 different sites I use. But yeah, no. So I'm going to read this. Oh, and a little bit of self-promoting. Read Mortimer's Clinic. It's a webcomic. I write, draw. Okay. There'll be links in the description. Okay, so there's 2 choices here, as I think anybody who's played this knows. I have the option to listen to the rest of the story or tell her to shut up. I don't know why someone would tell her to shut up in the middle of a story this deep and tragic. It's really a dick move to do. So I'm going to listen, like a real friend. Okay. Uninterrupted, Hell continues. They're all short and girly-like, the opposite of the woman, naturally. But they're all stroking stiffies around us. Well, you can see where this is going, huh? So before I could do shit about it, I got 2 or 3 knoll pricks stuffed up every hole. They're basically using Dane and I as their personal toys. The femboys don't wait long to come, but every time one does, there's another slut to take his place. I'm trying not to enjoy it, but god damn, you know? 3 cocks up my twat and ass feels so good. Stretching me wide all together when hammering in as 2 others pull out. They keeps coming and coming until I'm leaking all null cum everywhere. I'm having myself a good old time as the whole harem just uses me again and again, and all the while the Amazon Queen's just reclining in her throne, urging her femboys on, stroking off this enormous clit-cock thing that'd make a minotaur feel inadequate. She just sits there fapping while we're used and abused for hours until we look like cum-white ghosts. Hell pauses in her story to refill her tankard and knock it back in one go. She blinks hard and then grins devilishly. So after a couple of hours of that, the Amazon Queen gets to her feet. She's not come yet, I think. Been edged herself the entire time. She has this enormous swollen clit, so that looks fit and ripe a bitch apart. She walks over to me, and her sluts withdraw, all at once, so suddenly I'm leaking spunk like a broken dam. But she just hefts me up by the scruff of my neck and throws me on her throne. Her hips are hanging off the lips and my ass in the air. I could hear her licking her lips in anticipation. She spreads my cheeks and drops this huge throbbing clit in my ass crack. The queen starts stroking off on me, hot dogging me, spreading all the delicious no cum around and pushing some lots back into my bum. I'm too broken to do anything about it. I just whimper and wiggle my hips, begging her to fuck me hard. So she does. She finally slips that massive fucker inside me. God, I was no virgin before, but I never had something so huge rammed inside me. She was not gentle. The queen just grabs my hips and hammers me, fucking my asses so hard that no cum is squirting out all over. I scream and cry, but she just laughs quietly, whispers in my ear what a dirty slut I am, how I'm enjoying myself, and I am. I'm coming again and again. Make no mistake. She ruts me and fucks me, stretching me wider than anything I've ever taken before. My asshole is gaping by the time she hilts me. I'm bawling like a baby, but she finally hilts me, pressing her giant hips right against my ass. I can feel her giant throbbing clit inside me, growing and shrinking to the slow, rhythmic beating of her heart. She's still now, just gripping me. She came, I think, just from how tight I was around her clit cock. Then she whispers, "Do you like it, girl? Do you love being torn apart by my scepter, with only gallons of my harems come to ease your pain?" Yes, I sobbed. My mind was shattered. I couldn't think straight. I just wanted pleasure, more and more and more. So she asked me, "Do you want to taste my boys again? To let them use you again and again, to break you into the perfect little toy for your queen to use until you shatter?" "Yes," I begged. So she throws me back to her slut. We go again, and them and I, for hours and hours and hours, until they're spent, utterly and completely spent. They'd forgotten all about Dane by then. The queen demanded they fuck me until I was bloated and ruined by hundreds of cocks and gallons of semen. It was dawn by the time, and the harem finishes with me. By then I was nearly plastered to the floor by dried cum. But the queen, laughing, she picks me up and by the scruff of my neck and takes me to the throne again. The second time is different, though. I don't know. Hell scoffs, shaking her head and as she downs another tankard from her still. I don't really know what happened then. It was a haze, but I guess you could say if she fucked me the first time, the second time she made love to me. She never said a word, just drew me into her lap, all gentle-like, and puts me on her clit dick again. This time she slides into me, nice and smooth, holding me against her huge tits, and as she rolled her hips into my cum-drenched twat. I was broken, limp in her arms, but she was so very, very gentle. My belly was positively bulging from her harem's cum. Each of her thrust squirts cupfuls out of my holes until she as drenched as I am, probably ripe to get knocked up from secondhand cum. Maybe that's what she wanted. I don't know. She just held me close and let me come one last time. I screamed and screamed, stretched so wide I could burst by her massive clit. She slipped a fist up my ass and rammed her shaft into the hilt. Hell pauses to laugh, ruefully adding, I guess they've forgotten about Annika, because all of a sudden there's a shout outside and then there's salamanders bursting in. I don't remember much, just that somehow I got dragged home. Hell pulls herself to her feet and gives you a drunken grin. And that, love of mine, is the story of how I learned to love fucking in groups. You stare at Hell for a long moment. Looking down, you notice her thighs are slick with girl juice. She's gotten turned on telling you about her getting gang raped. "What?" Hell says, indignant. "I don't judge your fetishes." Still, you'd think getting gang raped for an entire evening would make her terrified of the idea, not turned on by it. Hey, it felt amazing, alright? Sure, it was fucked up. I even have nightmares about it sometimes. But I don't know. One cock or cunt at a time just seems boring somehow. You're about to protest about it, but Hell draws herself into your lap and plants a wet kiss on your cheek. Of course, there are always exceptions. Okay, now, because this has been really fun, I'm actually thinking about reading the not safe for work stuff. Now, I have like 5 to choose from. I really do. I have like fuck badge, which is alright. Anal, get blown, tail wank, tail peg, or leave. Now, because I did this with the last one, I'm going to cut off here and I'm going to read the, if not all 3 or all 5 of them, I'm going to read one, and I hope you like it. Thank you.